Welcome to another week of our weekly Quiet Times devotions for Resurgence. This week is special because we're doing our family worship. Hopefully, you can watch this with members of your family together and discuss today's passage. Today's passage comes from a famous New Testament book with the chapter 3 and the verse 16. Can you guess which one it is? If you said John 3:16, that is the most famous, but this is a different book, and it's a book written by Apostle Paul to the church in Colossae. So it's Colossians 3:16, and I think it's a very good verse for you to know and to have in your hearts as we study this particular verse. So Colossians 3:16, it says here, "Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs with thankfulness in your hearts to God." You know, when Paul writes this, he's really talking about worship, which is our theme this summer for our retreat. But worship doesn't happen only in the church, it happens everywhere we go. And especially it needs to happen in our homes. But Paul's saying that he wants the word of Christ to dwell richly in us, that we need to teach and admonish one another. So as parents and as children, you need to teach and admonish one another, build each other up in all wisdom. So usually the parents who are older are wiser. So we as children, we need to be listening to our parents as they speak from wisdom. But it also says sing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. So part of our family worship should also be singing songs together, songs that we know, songs that are simple. And if you don't have a guitar player or a piano player, which a lot of you probably play, but it's okay to play a Christian CD or music and sing along to it. And it says to do it with thankfulness in your hearts to God. So when you have family worship, you need to do it with a thankful heart. Family worship is a regular use of scripture, song, and prayer by a family. And it's usually guided by the head of the household. So it's usually the father or mother leading you in family worship. And it's not just worship, it's also part of discipline. So meeting with the triune God in spirit and adoration. And you want to do three things. There's three key ingredients to family worship, and that's worship through praise. That is worship through the reading of the word. And there's worship as you honor God from the reading, right? So you need to sing songs of praise together. There's psalms you can sing, there's different worship songs you can sing, and then you need to also have a time of prayer for each other. Family worship should be regular, but I really want to encourage you guys to do it for at least once a week. It should be a covenant you make with each other to say, hey, let's do this together because we are a family that Christ has brought together. And I promise you that if you do this together, along with it, you eat together, your family will change as you pray for each other. So take turns reading scripture together, praying for one another. And I really pray that you guys would be able to do this. Try to have a strict plan on how you're going to do this. Let's do it every Wednesday or every Thursday or whatever it is. And don't just read any book of the Bible. Don't just magically open up a page. But say, hey, let's go through a gospel together, which might be a good way to start. But do it regularly, please. So my encouragement to you is that you would maybe go through the gospel or just today's verse, it's Colossians 3:16. Share what you like about it, what words you like. Why does Paul have a condition of saying, doing these things with thankfulness? Are you thankful for each other? Are you thankful to God for what you have in your life? All right, guys, I hope it goes really well. God bless you all.